Hello, everybody. Did I forget to move my mic prior to setting up? Yes, I did. Oh, man. How y'all doing? What is going on? Tell me everything in the comments if you would like to. Why am I laughing already? Because when I previewed this video, as I put in my Instagram stories, if you follow me on Instagram, I most of the time had my mouth wide open because I could not believe what was coming out of Doug Wood's mouth. So there's that. Also, I couldn't tell if it was a parody or not. So just prepare for that. And if you happen to be brand new to my channel, welcome. My name is Erin Bees. I am a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps. Yeah, today's going to be a doozy, probably going to be a long one. So let me run the disclaimer and we're going to get right to it. Okay. Would like to say that I am not responsible for my facial reactions in this video. It's going to be really fascinating. Fascinating? Is that the word I want to use? I don't know. It's going to be a wild time. I do want to give a content warning. He does mention 9/11. He mentions politics at some point. And, if that is something that you're not wanting to listen to or watch, maybe skip this one. It is Optavia. So naturally, we're going to talk about relationships with food, eating disorder, disordered eating, those types of things. So just be prepared for that. Although this video, oh my God, this video is Doug Wood answering the question if Optavia is an MLM or not. You know where I'm going with that. Okay, good. Oh, he doesn't dive too much into food. I have watched this fully, purely for entertainment purposes. And yes, I said what I said. This is not leadership, in my opinion. And I cannot believe he posted this. Doug, are you going to take this off Vimeo? Don't worry, I already have it downloaded. So if anybody else wants it, let me know. It's intense. It's going to be intense. Yeah. By the way, Optavia absolutely is a multi-level marketing company, but I loved previewing this and watching Doug tap dance around it. But anyways, let's get going on the video. Wow. Thank you for this, MLM. No, appreciate you and the gifted memberships. We're going to kick it off with a little Careless Whisper. Welcome, new members. All right. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships and congratulations to everybody that got one. That's really cool. Very, very cool of you. All right. Let's watch this video. As always, leave your commentary below. Am I in a silly, goofy mood? Yeah, absolutely. You probably will be too after watching this. And we are going to laugh a lot. So that's this type of stream. So yeah, anyways. All right, here we go.
Well, thank you, Siri, for telling me that the recording is in progress. What's up, family? Good to be here today. Happy Wednesday. Some people call it hump day. The only thing I'm humping are my goals. All right. Drop humping goals if you're humping your goals today. Because they're
Doug, we don't want to hear about what you're humping on a training. This first part, I was like, did he not realize he was recording? Is this a parody? I'm just going to play the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
ain't no humping going on except action towards your goals. Humping, humping, humping. Lots of humping going on around here. I love it. Hump day is for people that just kind of, oh, today's Monday. Hump day is Wednesday. TGI Friday. Dude, I lived that life for 20 years, now about 14. And I ain't going back, okay? When you live that life, you drop down to mundane. You're just living the same week over and over and over again. And we ain't doing it. I want to welcome you to the New Year Real Talk with Doug. Okay. My name is Doug. I'll be your host today again.
Oh,
And we're doing this series every single day at the same time. Monday, we talked about posture and confidence.
I think this is from January. That's what it looks like. It was sent to me. You know who you are. Thank you for sending this my way. I really appreciate it. And hopefully everybody that's watching the live stream or catching the replay is going to appreciate it as well, because this is going to be quite a good time.
Yesterday, who loved yesterday? That was my most fun one of my favorite subjects. I mean, you got some benefits from it yesterday. That's good. Okay. Seeing a little bit of chat. Okay, come on, people. Let's go. Emoji me up. All right. Emoji me up. Let's go. And of course, today we are talking about, are we an MLM? Are we not?
You are.
Then Doug, what in the heck are we? Well, we gonna talk about it. All right. Let's get this party started. I'm gonna try to save some time at the end to take some questions, because this is a hot topic. I'm gonna probably, poke some curiosity, and let's have some fun. Okay, here we go. Oh, my warning label. If you're new to this party, just know that my training comes with a warning label. I do even have my shirt on today. It says Doug Unplugged. Somebody got me this. I think Carissa, you and Michael had me this
Patricia.
name, I do believe. Sorry if it was somebody else.
Thank you for being a member for a month. That's awesome.
But I'm like, it's very appropriate for this week because I'm extremely unplugged. I'm going to be me. That's what's made me, I believe, an effective health coach the last 25 years, the last 12 years, full-time for about the last 9. I've been me. I've stayed in my lane. I've been authentic. I've been passionate. And I believe for a fact that this program changed my life. And I believe it'll change your life. And I believe it'll change every person's life in this entire world for the people who accept it and want something more. The people that just want to go through the motions, go through, trying new things, new year, new you. I'm going to try the gym. I'm going to count points. I'm going to do, LA weight loss, because that was me for like 5 years. Good for them. Bless them. But when people are ready to change their life, you know who to call. Ghost Doug, right? No, don't ghost Doug, but it'd be Ghost Buster.
You should absolutely ghost Doug. Oh my God. What's up, DC? DC says, will it change our lives for the better or for the worse? I mean, I think we all know the answer to that.
They need to know who to call when they're serious. And that's why your effectiveness through your boldness and your passion this week, that's what people are buying. So you do not apologize for being you. People will get on your level, and the people that you don't want to support will say, oh man, you're so excited. You just need to calm down. You're too much. No, you're too much of a downer. You're too depressed. If you don't want to be depressed anymore, come hang out with me. Get on my program. 3 to 4 days. We'll have you feeling awesome. Okay. So I'm going to be me. And so when I say a warning label, I'm going to be me. And I sometimes.
You really put this in your slides, Doug? You thought this was a good idea for your training? Oh my God.
Say things like it is. This is real talk. You signed up for this. You're watching this on the stream. I fully understand. Usually throughout the Zoom and the stream, 2 to 3% of people log off because I say something, but I'm giving this warning up front. I sometimes do drop a few bombs, sometimes a few basic ones, and sometimes a 4-letter word just hits the point, and that's how I am because I'm authentically and passionately me. So there's your warning label. Number 2, I'm fiercely proud as an independent Optavia coach. I don't know if you guys know this, but in a clinical study, the group on the optimal weight 5 and 1 plan lost 10 times. You guys get that? 10x, baby. 10x. That's a great book by Grant Cardone, by the way. Read.
Doug, that's embarrassing. Grant Cardone. People log off because they can't stand you, Doug. And your ego is on full display here. Absolutely. Oh my God.
That was one of the first books that got me my business on fire. 10X by Grant Cardone. But the group lost 10 times more weight than the self-directed group. Average weight loss for clients on the optimal 5-in-1 plan is 12 pounds. We discussed why that is yesterday. Who is committed to helping me get these studies back to where they should be?
What?
Y'all,
How do you get the studies back to what they should be? How does that work? Are you doing a new study? Oh my God.
know what I'm talking about. I'm dropping the chat. Who is done hacking their program, teaching the hacks, telling their clients how to waffle everything?
Oh, okay. So maybe what he's referring to is some people that have been a part of Optavia, whether it's a customer or a distributor in the company. I refuse to call them coaches because they're not, in my opinion. But some people have said that there's ways that they hack the 5-in-1, so they will only drink like the shakes and the liquids. They won't eat the solid food, and then they will actually work out. So they're being even more restrictive on a very restrictive plan where you're taking in 800 to 1,000 calories a day. So maybe that's what he's referring to, but I don't know how you get a study back to what it's supposed to be. I don't maybe Doug can elaborate on that. I don't know.
And add an egg to everything and I still got the sugar-free syrup right here on my desk. Who's committed to helping me get our numbers back where they need to be and not be watering down our lean greens and all that crap? Okay, come on guys, our program is too good. We don't need all that extra stuff that just cramps our style and cramps our numbers. So this income testimonial is not a representative of the average earnings that coaches achieve with Optavia.
But this is not an income testimonial. Doug, are you okay?
Only a very small number of coaches will achieve income that is within the range of this testimonial. Optavia makes no guarantee of financial success, nor does Doug Wood. I'm just going to put that out there.
Why are
Success
you talking
with
like that?
Optavia result only comes from posting on Facebook, starting conversations, engaging, follow. Oh, no, wait, it doesn't say that. It says successful sales efforts. My bad. Which require hard work, diligence, skills, persistence, competence, and leadership. Please see the official income disclosure statement on your screen as we speak
Why are you
for
talking?
statistics and actual earnings of coaches. For the love,
Sir.
can we start now? Can we start now? Hey, there's a couple.
He's been talking for 6 minutes.
Spots open on the Zoom today. My gosh, this is human nature. People start, but they can't keep going. There's 148 spots left on the Zoom. If anyone wants to hop over here, you can. I ain't attached to it either way because I'm just getting warmed up this year. All right. So today's topic.
Can you guys see why I was confused on whether this was a parody or something that somebody recorded that he wasn't aware was being recorded?
Understanding our unique business model. Drop in the chat if you have ever been asked if we are an MLM or thought that, or a pyramid or pyramid scheme, network marketing. Has someone tried to put you, or maybe this was you have put Optavia in a category? Yeah, absolutely. I'm seeing a lot of yeses.
Optavia is a multi-level marketing company. Hence the reason it's included in multi-level marketing.
Just so you know, this is the world we are living in. Okay. And if it hasn't become more clear than it is today, you have to identify as something. You're either for this or against that. You're either red Republican or you're a blue Democrat, or you are either, what do you believe? What are your statements of faith? Like, you have to declare and identify as something. You just can't love people and, scoot in the middle, right? The world.
Doug. I find it ironic that he's trying to promote being in the gray area of anything. And this guy is in a multi-level marketing company using tactics like us versus them, which is a very black and white thing. There's no gray area. So it's fascinating to me that this person is sitting here saying, why can't we be in the middle? Why can't we just love people? Because in my opinion, being in multi-level marketing is not you loving people. That's you taking advantage of people. And because we're talking about Optavia, I feel like you are damaging people's health. You are damaging their relationship with food because you want to financially benefit. That's not loving people. That's gross. Yeah, that's predatory, as a matter of fact.
Is trying to get you to go into a box. I'm 12 years into this process with Optavia, and I don't know what box we fit in still. But let's talk about some of this today because they're legit questions. They're legit concerns. And I understand why people ask me these. And it's also the same thing why I used to assume something about Optavia before I got a part. I remember telling Tia years ago, she comes home with these juices. It was purple juice. I don't know what it was, but it was like all these things. She goes, hey, I bought this from somebody. They said it'll help with your rash. Because I have a rash. Don't ask me where.
What? What?
What?
Doug, how professional of you. I can't. Now you guys know why I said we're going to be laughing a lot. Because I can't. I cannot.
Let's just say I had a diaper rash. Okay, I had a diaper rash as an adult. She goes, hey, my friend at church sells these juices. And I said, Tia, just go, how much did you spend on this box of juices? She goes, oh, it was like $60. And I'm like, first of all, if those juices are so good, the doctor would have prescribed it to me, or I could go down and buy those same juices at Safeway.
Doug, you're right there. You are right there.
And that was a legit concept of mine that at the time I believed to be true. If a product is so good, you should be able to buy it at Costco or Safeway or Albertsons or the local grocery store, Fry's, or,
Did y'all hear that?
Whole Foods. And that's okay. I truly know for a fact, and I believe that people are doing the best they can with what they have access of knowledge to. So I don't want to even get on going on the political stuff right now, but someone who is
No, you just save that for your Facebook page, but that's fine, whatever.
hardcore bent on something that they believe, it's not because they think you're an idiot. Well, they might. It's that truly in their heart of hearts, they feel like that is the right thing to do. You take I'm going to go extreme here, but you take a suicide bomber, or you take somebody who the 9/11 carjacking.
I apologize. I forgot that he said that part about self-harm, so I apologize for that, you guys. This is the part where he gets into 9/11 and the victims, and please prepare yourself for that.
The jackings that jumped on those airplanes and blew them up. You're thinking, what were they thinking? In their mind, they thought they were doing good for them and their God and their country. They thought
I cannot.
that they were doing a good deed. Now we're over here sitting like, you ruined all of our lives. But in their mind, we are so wrong and they are so right. So you have to understand, and I just kind of want to go back to where I started 2 days ago with grace and gratitude. Gratitude for where you're at now as an Optavia coach, and maybe even letting some of the walls down and seeing what we are. But also give grace to your friends and your family who don't understand. Sometimes we're like, we want to be like spirit-filled Optavians, right? It's like, man, we're born again Optavians because we get this bam, boom, like, woo.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did he just say born Optavians? Born Optavians, Doug. Cool.
Our life has changed. This program is so awesome. And we want to bring people up to speed.
He said born again Optavians? That makes it Doug. You're in a cult. Yeah. Call your dad.
We've been a coach for 6 months and we bought our family just to get it right now. Or like we just get back from a conference or a retreat and we're like, or a Zoom like this, and you're like, what the heck's wrong with you? Like what? Why don't you, no, that's not, we're not. And we find ourselves almost stooping to their level and trying to defend something that is just more, I think time can handle that. Now, so let's get started. Crap. Boy, I might
Let's get started. 10 minutes and 46 seconds into his training video.
need 2 hours today because I'm feeling a little spicy. All right. Understanding our unique business model, MLM. Yes, we are. All right. We definitely specialize in multiple lives made better. I just made that up.
Yeah, we know you made that up because that's not a thing. But cute hashtag. Kind of like your church boy to millionaire hashtag.
30 minutes ago because I did a little Instagram story about it.
Little one.
Multiple lives made better. So are we MLM? Absolutely. We are in the business of multi-level of lives made better, and I'm fiercely proud of it. I want to talk about how did we get here, because I think the story, and this actually funnels really good into sponsoring tomorrow, but how did we get here? Dr. A, oh man, I got the old picture of the habits of health. Oh, well. Dr. A is an OG on that book. So
He's an OG on that book, but he wrote it. So how does what? That doesn't even make any sense. I don't understand.
and then Brad McDonald. So Brad in 1980 started a company called Medifast. Excuse me.
Yeah, probably trying to get that together because you're going to omit a very important part of the story. But don't worry, I'll fill in the gaps for everybody.
Some water. Brad, I don't know his reasoning. He passed away my first year as a coach, my second year as a client. I never knew him. I got to shake his hand at our very first convention, but then he unfortunately passed away. But in 1980, he started Medifast, and it was a great company. He started and he partnered with a scientist, and he created with many doctors, and he created this amazing formula that was very patented and secretive, and he only sold it to doctors. And
And why is that? Why was it only allegedly sold to doctors? Who was it originally designed for? Not everybody. It was designed for bariatric patients. That's why it was only sold to doctor. But you're forgetting that part of the story. There's a lot of gaps in this story he's telling.
got doctors were prescribing their clients to it, patients that were preparing for weight loss surgery, because people have to get their inflammation down and some weight off before they can do the weight loss surgery. I love that, by the way. Multi-level mindset, multi-level.
Medifast got sued, and now they can't make claims without studies, according to their trouble they got into with the court. Yep. There's a very real reason for the rebrand, but we'll talk about that here in a second.
Mentorship, all kinds of good stuff. So I'm just looking at the chat. So when he did that for 20 years, Brad ran Medifast, and it was about a $4 to $5 million a year company, of these selling these packets of food, which would be like and there was like 3 to 4 items. There was like shakes, maybe one bar, and like the oatmeal. Okay. And let me just tell you, it was the original stuff too. So it tastes much better today. And it was okay.
If today's fuelings are an improvement from what they were, I cannot even imagine.
It was fine. Dr. Anderson, when and some of you guys know this story, but there's many of you don't, which sets up where we're going. Dr. Anderson was a 10th board certified physician at the Cleveland Clinic. Like, he was the top dog. Like, he was the goat of all goats. Like, dude, Dr. A was the man. Now, I don't want to get into numbers, but I don't want to get into numbers. The point is, Dr.
Why don't you want to get into numbers, Doug? because the Medifast stock is plummeting. I mean, I feel like numbers might be important, you know?
Ray was making a lot of money at the teaching Cleveland Clinic, far more than even most doctors make today. This is in 1999. Okay, so again, look at inflation, look at everything. Dr. Ray was the goat of all goats of all doctors, and I believe in the world, but definitely the United States. He got tired of walking out into patients' rooms and telling their family and hugging them, saying I couldn't save them, or trying to save them and buying these people 1 or 2 more years, but it was because they had lived a life of obesity. Dr. A, if you've heard him speak, you know his heart. The man has great conviction and he wants to see this world healthy. I'm committed to helping him fulfill his mission. And he just wants it to be on this side of the grave versus another side. But you know, in Dr. A, he's got another 50 years in him. The dude's a beast. Well, he actually left in the middle of everything. He says, I'm taking.
He was the goat of all goats. He was an anesthesiologist, although that's very important. Very important. They always have to like make it sound more magical. You know, they got to make the story bigger. And it's like,
2 years off. I'm moving my family to Portland, Oregon, and I'm going to just live in a small house and we're going to figure out a way to swim upstream and help people get healthy. He went and sought out and he did all kinds of research and he found Medifast and he found Brad McDonald. He flew out there actually on the day before 9/11 happened, and he was stuck in New York and couldn't go anywhere, and they couldn't meet because of 9/11. So Dr.
oh, how what an inconvenience that he couldn't meet because of 9/11. My God, Doug.
Ray was right there in the middle of it all, and he met with Brad, and a couple days later, a week or two later, anyway, a year or so later, they created what was called Take Shape for Life, which would be the coaching arm of Medifast. So Medifast still was selling to doctors. They would sell on their websites, and then he said, okay, Dr. A, you can take, and what Dr. A said, I want to take successful clients on the plan, because he said, Brad, without support, they'll gain their weight back. Without community, there's no way they can survive. And unless we change their habits and their thinking, they're going to go back to old patterns the moment they get off this food. He goes, what if we created a comprehensive structure to put people around for support?
Multi-level marketing structure? Just call it, just like Midsize Blondie said, just call it what it is. Multi-level marketing.
He also asked Brad, he goes, Brad, how much are you paying in advertising and paying these doctors to promote your product? I don't know the exact numbers, but let's just say it was 40 to 50%.
This is my favorite part, where he talks about basically not paying people for advertising, which we know is what happens in multi-level marketing. The distributors sign up. They typically pay an annual fee. There's some sort of a starter package that they are encouraged to purchase, which typically is the mid to largest starter package. And then they go to work advertising for free. They don't get paid for any content creation. They don't get paid for anything unless they sell a product or recruit somebody. So this is one of my favorite parts of this video.
Of every dollar was going to advertising. At the time, they used to pay for People Magazine. They don't pay for People Magazine today. People Magazine.
No, they just pay for Forbes.
Say, who could we feature? We want to show.
Now they just pay for Forbes, allegedly. So cute.
People, who are getting healthy. I'm giving you this history lesson because it sets up who we are and how we are. Okay, is this helpful, by the way? Is anyone kind of hearing this a little bit for the first time? I'm going to watch the chat for a second because I don't want to.
Hey, Doug, this is not helpful. You haven't really said anything for 16 minutes and 19 seconds.
Just sit here and talk about history if everyone's already wanting to talk current. Okay, good. There's a few of you. Thank you for that feedback. And I don't need the accolades. I'm just wanting to make sure that I'm serving your needs.
No, we don't need you to serve our needs. Thank you.
So in closing of the history lesson, history with Doug.
Imagine.
there was 40 to 50% going out to advertising. He goes, what if I created a coaching arm of your business, and instead of paying advertising, these clients would become a coach and they would go out and share the program with their family and friends, and they would get paid for supporting their family and friends. So you don't have to pay advertising. It's all done through word of mouth. He goes, hell, I mean, that's totally Brad.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for advertising. It's done word of mouth because your distributors have now taken on the job of advertising. You're just not paying them for it. How do we know? The income disclosure statement. Ugh.
He's like, hell if I care, let's do it. You know, he was a real hardcore Marine dude that loved people, but a real intense dude. So him and Dr. Ray started Take Shape for Life. I share that with you because it's actually morphed into who we are today. Okay, so let's go back to the plug here.
The plug.
So let's talk about understanding what makes Optavia unique. Our program and product was around for 20 years before the business and the pay plan. Remember, Brad started in 1980. Dr. Ray and him formed the company in late 2000. So we had a good product. We just needed a better way to serve the people and support the people that really needed it.
See, when I hear you say that, Doug, it makes me think, oh, he's trying to actually help people. But because Optavia offers the product that it does and also is a multi-level marketing company, it's really not about serving people. It's about serving yourself. That's really what this is about. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Now remember this, most other companies develop a business and a pay plan, and then they manufacture a product.
So that's what makes Optavia different. They had a product first and then decided to create the comp plan. Hey, Doug, have you Googled what multi-level marketing is? Because I feel like you're just trying to tap dance around what it actually is.
To sell. Okay, just kind of pause and wrap your head around this. If you talk to, I don't want to name names because I've realized these videos are going viral. I think day one has like almost 8,000 views on Facebook. So
Doug, 8,000 views is not viral. Not by any means. Not at all. They're going viral. What is it with MLMers and their obsession with saying things are going to go viral or they're going viral and then having less than 10,000 views or whatever? What is happening?
these are going to a lot of different places. So this is not a closed call. I understand that.
Yeah, it's definitely not a closed call because here we are on my YouTube channel.
Most other companies that would be in the network marketing business that you know of, or maybe even buy, okay, and some of the products are really good. Some of them, they support a business and a pay plan. I'll explain that here in a second. Our product stood on its own for 20 years helping people lose weight. We just added another arm of support, the other three components around the program, okay? Our fuelings are cost neutral, okay? Our product is something that people need every day. Remember, the first thing people cut when times get going tough, or you can't make the mortgage, or you're deciding what to do you cut food or do you cut?
What is up with the balloons? I don't know what that is. We're just going to keep it moving.
Skincare and creams and oils. Think about it. Do you cut nails? I mean, there's all kinds of MLMs. They've made, there's sexy toys. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there that people have made a business and they're like, let's create some product that you can buy elsewhere technically.
Yeah. You know where anybody could get alternatives to Optavia? The grocery store. You can walk in and get real food at the grocery store instead of this overpriced, highly processed 100-calorie packs, because I feel like that's what they are. Doug, you are like right there, my guy. You are right there.
That supports the business model. Okay. So
hey, Susan.
Let's keep going here.
Susan is in the chat, guys.
Number two, what also makes us unique is we're not allowed to stock inventory.
That's what makes you unique? I mean, there's a lot of companies that just drop ship. I don't understand. How does that make you unique, Doug? You mean to tell me that people don't have lots of fuelings? Go off in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. You mean to tell me that people don't have lots and lots of fuelings that they are encouraged to order every single month in their pantries, in their whatever, wherever they store that? You mean to tell me that doesn't happen? Okay, Doug. All right.
Also, coaches don't get a discount on fuelings.
Also this.
I pay the same price for my fuelings today as you pay as my client who just started 3 days ago.
There are plenty of MLMs that also do not offer discounts for the distributor, so that's not accurate. Also, thank you for this, DC. DC says, he said he pays the company that pays them in a conference, so they buy monthly fuelings when they don't need them. Yeah. So that doesn't really back up what you're saying here, Doug. Also, DC, thank you for this.
Thank you for your patronage.
I appreciate you.
The exact same price. Most other companies, the reason people become a coach or a distributor is to get a discount on fuelings or discount on their product. They're not coming in for any other reason, typically, other than to get a discount. And I'll also talk about rewards in a second, too.
Oh my God.
Number three, anytime an order is placed in your Optavia Connect or on your website, a real person is getting healthy.
What? That's what makes you different? Your version of healthy and my version of healthy, Doug, are completely different. Clearly.
Food isn't sitting on a shelf because someone needed to make rank. Okay, these are healthy.
Okay, but it is. And we know that. Also, this is from January, I think, of this year. So fascinating to hear him talking about this, seeing what has happened in this last year.
These are really good things. We don't get paid to sign up health coaches. We only get paid if they get paid.
That's what makes you different? Doug, that's every multi-level marketing company. Some companies offer bonuses when people buy certain starter packages. Others do not. You still get paid when the downline sells or recruits people. I feel like did you read these slides beforehand or no? Because these are not what make you different. You're not different. You're the same as every other MLM company. But I think, well, in my opinion, they are the worst. I cannot stand this company for obvious reasons, but you know.
We get paid for the service that we provide. Everyone grabbing this, right? Everyone.
Hey, Doug, you should read this comment right here. They say to place a monthly order to thank your coach for bringing you into the business. You don't have to purchase, but it's highly encouraged to constantly in trainings. Yeah, cute, Doug, cute. It's the classic do as I say, not as I do.
Everyone following. Let's keep going. Truth. People have more to gain by you sponsoring them. I want to give you guys a term that you don't understand. Sponsoring, we call any time that you start a health coach is sponsoring. Okay. You're sponsoring them to help them win. People have more to gain by you sponsoring them than you do for sponsoring them. I just want to pause.
What? People have more to gain by you sponsoring them. How did he word this? He's basically saying, oh, I don't benefit that much by recruiting people into this multi-level marketing company. Well, Doug, if you didn't benefit so much, why is there such a push to convert customers to coaches? Why is that such a high pressure thing if you don't get paid off of it? Makes no sense.
Pause for a second, because why people have a bad experience with network marketing or MLM or, that they is often they were talked into buying something that they couldn't afford, or two, they have to do a lot of work before they ever get paid. And truth.
Cite your sources, Doug. There are a lot more than two scenarios as to why People do not approve of multi-level marketing companies. Many people have never been in multi-level marketing companies, but they see it for what it is, a scam, where people at the top are the only ones to financially benefit off of those below them. There are so many different scenarios that cute that you're like, there's two things. Either they were talked into something, sounds like people getting talked into becoming a coach from their, what do they call that? The posts that they put up that the coach and the customer both kind of go through the comments and they're like, listen, you've got 5 people interested. You should do this. And they do like the health questionnaires and all of that stuff. What is that post called? Host a post? I don't know if that's this company. Yeah, so interesting that he is trying to make it sound like they don't push to recruit, but they actually do. It is very high pressure from what has been told to me about a customer that has ordered the product and the pressure for them to tell their story and their pressure or the pressure for them to post before and after pictures. They're called client way day posts. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Jenny. Oh, It Works calls it host to post. Yeah, that's right. Okay, thank you. There is massive pressure to recruit. And why? Because they allegedly have lost a ton of distributors in this company this year. So, yikes.
Is many MLMs pay their people to recruit salespeople. So, for example, I just see Rita in my screen. Hey, Rita. So if I sponsored Rita today, she's going to buy a $200 health coach kit. Okay. I don't receive a dime for that.
No, you just get paid if they make any sales or recruit people. You get paid on the downline. So you do get paid for recruiting. You just don't get a bonus for when somebody buys the $200 coaching kit. Oh my God. Wait, what? They are net negative, losing 65 coaches per day. Can we double that? Can we make sure that like 130 people leave per day and get out of multi-level marketing altogether? That would be so incredible. Wow.
Okay. I only get paid if I help Rita be successful. But check this out. I'm going to show you another screen here in just a second. Most other companies, most MLMs, most pyramids, some are legal and some aren't.
Doug, are you lumping multi-level marketing and pyramids together? Because I love that.
Are paying, you would get paid $75 of signing up Rita. So you don't really care if Rita's successful or not, because you maybe even spiffed on getting enough distributors at $75 a piece. You just rack all those up. You see what I'm saying? I'm only get paid if I spend time with Rita. I want to give you guys also an important statistic.
No, it has nothing to do with spending time with Rita. If Rita sells anything, which is a ton of work from what you guys that have been a part of Optavia and the health questionnaires and all of the work that you are not getting paid for, all that you have to do in order to try and get sales. Doug, you get paid if Rita makes any sales or recruits anybody. So you could say you don't get paid off of the $200 coaching kit. Cool. All right. But you still get paid off of the downline. Multi-level marketing.
It's kind of a sad statistic, but I think it sets us apart. And you'll know why it's sad here in a second. A couple of years ago, I don't know if Optavia will release it anytime soon, but a couple of years ago, they told us that out of every client in Optavia, let's just say for the month of December, less than, I think, 1 or 2% of all volume and all orders coming in
Retail sales
are by a health coach. So what that means is 98 to 99% of all fuelings are purchased by a client.
That's not a flex considering most of these companies used ghost accounts or their children or their pets and they're ordering They're ordering under their family members. I don't think that's the flex that you think it is. What would be really interesting is if there was a way that the FTC could, and I don't even know if this is a possibility, but if they were to look at the accounts, and when I say that, because I don't think this is a possibility, but if they were to look at the cards that were used and the name on the cards and the billing address, imagine how much would be uncovered if they looked at that. Because I guarantee you a large chunk of those customer orders that he's referring to, the 98%, are coming or are being funded by the distributors. So I don't think that's the flex that you think it is, because that's easy to debunk, because a ton of people that have been a part of Optavia specifically have said, yeah, I had an account for my spouse, I had an account for my kids, and I ordered every single month, and I had all these fuelings. Come on, Doug.
If that doesn't tell you how good our product is. And also, here's another thing about us. We have the same story, the same 5-in-1, and we haven't had a new fueling come out in 3 years. Now, some of you guys are like, when, the Mocha Chocolata, fueling comes out, I'm going to really build.
First of all, let's leave Lady Marmalade alone, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm not going to sing it, but let's not do that. Thank you.
My business. Well, you're missing out because it's not on its way. And I figured out how to build my business off the golden pancakes. Okay. Yeah, I did. So, but
I will take the Kodiak pancakes over that any day of the week. Any day of the week.
that just shows you, out of the millions of dollars coming in, $1 billion company. Let's just take $1 billion company last year. I can't do 1%. Anyway, most of it is being purchased by the end user, a consumer that values the product. Let me tell you a little secret about the MLM business. Sometimes 50 to 75%,
if not more.
and I'm going to go closer to the 75% of goods are purchased by the distributor.
Hey, Doug, Optavia is no different. And I guarantee you there are people on your team, there are leaders on your team, we've seen some of the comments, that are teaching their team members to do the same thing. Just put it, hit that rank or get that volume or whatever. Just order it under an account of your spouse's name. It's fine. You're thanking your coach. Come on, Doug.
Are you guys getting this? I'm just going to stop and just kind of go, are you guys following me here?
Are you okay?
This makes us more like Starbucks or Costco or Southwest Airlines or Nike or Apple than any other company.
No, it doesn't. Starbucks, Costco, Nike, Apple, what are the other companies that he just said? They don't require you to recruit. They're not a multi-level marketing company. They're retail brands where people apply for a job, they get the job, they get paid an hourly or a salary. If they're full-time, there are benefits typically available. These are not the same things. You're trying to say that you are like Costco. First of all, stop it. Just stop it right now. That is such a false equivalence fallacy. I can't even. Y'all are not like Apple or any of the other brands that you have mentioned. You have got to be kidding me.
If you were to go down to Starbucks today, have you been through that drive-thru at your Starbucks? How many people are coming through?
Not many right now. The boycott is boycotting. You know what I'm saying?
There's probably 10 employees in there working. They're probably getting coffee for free. And when they're off, they're probably driving through the drive-thru. 10
What?
of the probably 1,000 people coming through that drive-thru that day are employees. Everyone else is a consumer. We have the same percentage. We have a high fair priced, valued product that I don't know what's in the food still to this day because it's under lock and key, but we can tell there is a secret
Brandy.
sauce in it or an ingredient that makes it
A secret sauce? Oh my god. A secret sauce in the fuelings. I can't.
what it is because many people have tried to knock us off for a fair price that is used mostly by goods. Now,
Do they still have those 100-calorie packs? You remember how they'd have, like, Chips Ahoy? They'd have, like, these little do they is that still a thing? I don't even know. But, I would take those over Optavia fuelings any day of the week.
why I have I'm sad about that. I have issues with us being less than 1% to 2%. Is that just tells us we do not have enough health coaches, and we have a massive health coach shortage right now. Guys, I'm telling you right now, we need more health coaches. We need to get more health coaches trained, and we need to get them trained like now. And I'm dead serious. Like we need to bring on our friends and our families. And if people could understand the beauty of this business model, that it's untapped, that you have unlimited earning potential. Okay.
Doug, just tell us your income is dropping without telling us. Just tell us you are bleeding out distributors and you need people in your downline without telling us. Imagine taking the point that, hey, 98, according to him, 98% of the people that are ordering said product are customers, and flipping that into a recruiting technique. We only have 1% to 2% of distributors in this company. We need to recruit more. What? Doug, stop it.
Well, I just said something that I'm going to quickly.
They are currently down to 47,100 distributors. Doug, are you hurting? Oh, that's why you're opening the gym in Scottsdale. You need the extra income. That's why they are now all of a sudden pro Ozempic when they were villainizing it months ago. Now they're like, wait, hold on a second. We can work this together. How dangerous is that? I talked about that 2 live streams ago, but Doug, are you going to sell Optavia fuelings in your gym? Oh, gross. That's nasty. Don't do that. Oh my God.
Back and
Why are we going all the way
I just need to
back?
cover my butt. I said you have unlimited earning potential, but
We know
you
there's
see
not.
the IDS for official terms and conditions. Okay.
Nobody can read that, Doug.
But it's true. It is true. Okay.
Is he
So let's keep
okay?
going. Truth. The only way you earn income as an Optavia coach, business coach, or business leader is if you help others. Let me just tell you,
Recruiting.
you're an Optavia coach if you don't have any coaches yet on your team. Okay, that makes you an Optavia coach. It means you're supporting clients only. You're a business coach if you have coaches on your team that are not yet executive directors. And you're a business leader is when you're starting to lead executive director leaders and above. Okay, so you're like, what's the difference between all three? Well, it just has to do with growth. If a client does not succeed, we don't succeed. Let's show you who's helping whom. You start a coach. Okay.
Let me make this bigger.
Look,
Oh,
you assist them to acquire and support 6 clients with the
6.
Optavia Essential Pack with the habit.
Do y'all have any idea how difficult it is to get 6 clients in Optavia and the amount of behind the scenes work that has to happen and the amount of health questionnaires, which these people are not qualified to be doing, the amount of health questionnaires that people have to fill out in order to try to get 6 clients? I would love to see the average number of customers that these coaches have company-wide. I would love to see that because I don't think it's many. That's just my opinion. But if you've been a part of Optavia and have, some actual, some information when it comes to that, feel free, if you're comfortable, putting it in the comments.
It's a health system. Commissionable volume is on the, 357. Am I off on my numbers? I probably am.
You assist them to acquire and support six clients, with the Optavia Essential Pack. What is HOH? What does that even mean? I'm sure somebody is answering that. I'm not sure what that is. $428 per pack. The CV is, I'm assuming that's customer volume, 357. Randy. Aaron, this is probably a great time to be Susie's hype girl. After all, there's a shortage. She would never. Oh, habits of health. Thank you. Rude into being. I appreciate you. That coach earns 20% of $2,142, which equals $428. Now, if you were to look at the amount of hours in this scenario that people spent trying to get those 6 customers, and you took that $428 and you divided it out by the number of hours they spent trying to get those customers, it would be eye-opening. So if you're in Optavia and you are making any kind of money, I want to encourage you to look at the number of hours that you are spending, whether it is going through the comments on the Wayday posts or creating content in general or Messenger. Look at the amount of time that you are actually spending and the amount of money, if any, that you are making. And tell me if you think that that's worth it, because it's going to be pennies. If you're even, in the positive as far as income, which the majority of them are not.
I'm not a math guy. All right, I focus on people. The math will take care of itself if you take care of people. That coach that you just helped sign up, if I sign up Rita and I get on, I do my 3-way calls with her. I say, Rita, post this. And Rita's like, well, I think I want to do a billboard. I'm like, Rita, don't do a billboard. Trust me, you're going to waste.
Oh my God. I'm going to pause this because I want to read this last part. If you're performing at ED, crazy that their executive director, they abbreviate for ED, considering what, in my opinion, people do or people that have participated in this have done to their metabolism. ED, yikes. If you're performing at ED or higher, you earn 8% of $2,142, which equals $171. So tell me again, Doug, how you don't get paid for recruiting in Optavia, because the 8% for ED or higher, that there would be no comp plan that had that. If this were not a multi-level marketing company, that part would not exist. It would only be the 20% off of the customer sales. So that right there, if somebody was just looking at this and going, okay, is this really a multi-level marketing company? That right there should tell you. If there's a comp plan where you're getting paid off of other people's sales and their recruiting and their team, that's a multi-level marketing company.
A lot of money. Yeah, but I want to put a magnet on my car, Doug. Rita, save your money. Magnets don't work. But Doug, I want to. Rita, just post the freaking before and after.
Oh my God.
Okay, come on. Where's my
Good
Rita's
laugh.
at on the line? You're not going to admit yourself, but your coach is challenging you to just post your freaking story. Okay, so your coach is doing this for a reason, to help you win. Now, I'm giving Rita a hard time because she's a pure soul and this is not how she is. But there are a lot of you that.
Which video is this? Look at his other video about the comp plan. 99% of his income comes from his team. He exposed that himself. I think I remember this. Wow.
Are being a little stubborn right now, and we're like trying to lead you to the promised land, and you're like, no, I'm not.
The
I'm not a
promised
social media
land?
guy. Well, become one, okay? Because
I remember that now.
Out if you're not. All right, stop making it about you and just put it out there, okay?
Oh my God.
All right, so
Stop making it about you, but put this post up so that you can try and get some customers and coaches. But don't make it about you. Doug, that's embarrassing.
that coach Rita earns 20% of those orders, right? So that those volumes, 357 times 6 new clients is 2,142. Rita just made $428.
And how much time did Rita spend working on this? Because you're conveniently leaving that part out of the story. Yeah. Rosy Path of Stones, member for 8 months. Thank you for being a member for 8 months. That's awesome. What a bully. It's such a turnoff, both personally and professionally. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
If you're performing at executive director or higher, you earn 8% of that at $2,142 of volume for $171. Who's helping whom?
I mean,
So here's
that's easy, Doug. You're helping yourself by recruiting people into a multi-level marketing company because the majority of people are not going to make any money. So
where I love I don't really have this uncle, but a lot of people do. Everyone has this friend or cousin or pastor or somebody. Well, Doug, if you just want me to become a coach because you want to make money off of me.
yeah, that's
okay, dude. No, I'm glad you think that highly of yourself. But sorry, Uncle Jim, that's not how it works.
But it is how that works. And that's why the comp plan is written the way that it is. I'm glad you think that highly of yourself. Doug, look in the mirror, my guy. Your ego is stanky with an A, stanky, in my opinion.
Sorry, I just, no. So Jim, here's what it would look like. If you come on and become a coach, I will train you. I will help you. I'm not going to be paid $1 for your $200 coach kit. I'm only successful if you are successful. I get paid a training fee for helping you win. So Jim, if I help you start 6 clients in the next 30 or 40, 50 days, Optavia is going to pay you about $428. If you do it in the first 30 days, you might even get more. They give you a $100 bonus. Well, right now by the 9th, you even get more, right? They're going to pay me $168 or $170 for training you. Are you okay with they pay me not out of your fund, but they pay me a training business coach fund, and you will get paid $428? And what Uncle Jim's going to say, I don't care what they pay you, Doug. If they're paying me $428, I could care less. See, that right there is the definition of, or I should say the difference maker that makes us so unique. There's so much cash flow available at the very beginning. There's not this big ramp up curve of you have to do all this work and see pennies.
Are we looking at the same income disclosure statement, Doug? God. Bestie. Bestie. Doug is out of control. He's wild. Wild. Also, I love you.
And you guys need to be proud of this. You need to defend this. Well, you don't defend it with the wrong people, and I'll get into that. I can already tell we're going to probably go a little long today because this is juicy stuff. But this is part of building confidence. I want you guys to know what you're a part of, because I actually love people trying to paint me into.
Hey, Charlene.
Like, let's go, baby. And I don't have nothing to defend, but I love the conversation. Okay, so you guys getting this? Okay, all right, here we go. And just for the record, I love the MLM industry. Oh, I was gonna.
Well, of course you do, Doug, because you're in it.
I'll probably end with a story. I got a few
Please
stories
don't.
I wanted to read.
Please do not.
Okay, here's a fun one.
Here's a fun one. Corporate America is the real pyramid scheme. I know that's what he's going with. Let's hear what he has to say about it.
No thanks. Looks like a pyramid scheme. Okay, this is America, folks. This is Starbucks. This is any business. This is churches, by the way. Okay. And you could just replace CEO with executive or senior pastor, and then you could.
See, but here's the thing, Doug. In your pyramid scheme, because I do believe that Optavia is a pyramid scheme, it's just my opinion. The people at the top are the only ones getting paid. In corporate America, each one of these positions are getting paid. Now, do I think that CEOs need to be getting paid the amount that they are? No. No, I don't. I think that the managers, the supervisors, and especially the employees should be getting paid more. That's just my opinion. But these people are in positions where they get paid hourly or salary wages. And if they're in a full-time position, They oftentimes have different benefit packages available to them, and that none of that exists in multi-level marketing. None of it. So again, with the false equivalence fallacy, this is not it. I mean, it's a cute joke for you, I suppose, but you're in a multi-level marketing company and the majority of your people are not getting paid. But you're expecting them to work and you're pressuring them to put up, the what did he call it? The way day posts. You're expecting people to do just what you want them to do, and you're the only one getting paid. And just like we have talked about in the comments, which thank you, Midsize Blondie, I appreciate you. Um, we've talked about this. 99% of his income, according to him, is from his downline. So thank you for that reminder. I appreciate you. Wild.
Go executive pastor, then you could go team leads, and then you
Exactly,
could go
right?
volunteers. And I don't think they're all sad. I'm just saying, like, this is the world we live in. I'm going to show you guys a few examples here in a second. But that's why Optavia, we don't have a ground floor, which I hate that term, by the way. It's very MLM.
Well, of course, it's very MLM. Well, of course, it's not a ground floor opportunity because it's been around for many years. So, Doug.
And people will smell it. Like, if you have commission breath, you're probably saying, get in on the ground floor. There's no ground floor. Okay. You get paid for the work you do, which is what.
Doug, do you understand what ground floor means? It's something new. It's something many people have not heard of. Optavia has been around for quite some time, so therefore it's not a ground floor. You can not like the term, but Optavia is not a ground floor. And you can not like it because the very MLM term.
Why some of you on this line, your coach isn't even on this call and you don't even know if they're a coach anymore, which, first of all, that's okay. That's their choice. Please send them thank you and gratitude texts all the time and say, thank you for introducing me to this business and this program. I send that to my coach all the time. I believe I might be his only client. I love him.
His only client. That's interesting that you worded it that way. Aren't you a distributor, though? It's fascinating how they always tell on themselves.
Thankful that he offered me this business and he led me to the community. I don't blame him. My coach isn't around anymore. Gosh, some of you guys are really, really bitchy about your coach not being there for you. So what? You're freaking here. Okay? Drop your panties and just, sack up a little bit. Like, you're here. Okay? Don't blame your coach. You're freaking here right now. You
even.
I'm sorry. Drop your panties, Doug. I have no words. Doug. Say what? Yeah. Doug. I don't have any words. I had to pause to try to collect myself after that. Oh my God.
found out about this. I have a sign. Somebody made this for me. I get lots of cool gifts. It's engraved because it's big old. I don't know if I made this up. It doesn't matter. But anyway,
Doug,
I say it so much. If it's going to be, it's up to me.
Doug, you didn't make that up. And also, it kind of does matter. Otherwise, that's plagiarism. So, yeah, it matters.
If it's going to be, it's up to me. And I had to take this mentality with my coaching business.
Yeah, except there's no way you could ever make the money that you have been. I don't want to say currently because I think his check is really dropping. But the fact that he's using this quote and saying it's up to him, but it's like, yeah, but if you didn't have your team as you're experiencing them leaving, in my opinion, you wouldn't be making anywhere near what you were, which is also what I think is currently happening. So ironic that he's saying, if If it is to be, it's up to me. But you wouldn't be anywhere near the income that you've made over the however many years without the team. So it's really not up to you. It really should just say it's all about recruiting. That's really what that should say.
Because I knew I had a good thing in my hand and I was playing small. And I needed to be more bold because I want to create my future. It's up to me.
Was it a ground floor opportunity when you joined, Doug? How many years has he been in Optavia? Anybody know? Unreal. Yeah.
So keep going here.
Drink your water. Love that. No thanks. Looks like a pyramid scheme.
Here's another fun one. Okay. Same thing.
Why are you putting two slides that show the same thing? Also, what's fascinating about this is that the words under the hardworking employees, if we are looking at a multi-level marketing company, that statement in the parentheses, which I know is probably pretty small. Let me see if I can make it bigger. There we go. With virtually no chance of becoming the CEO. Same in MLM. Yeah. So that's odd that you would say that, Doug.
Well, actually, let's look at this. Let's look at the next one here. I just stretched it out a little bit, so it's a little
Another
fuzzy.
one?
But
it says the real pyramid scheme, the CEO won't teach the president how to be the CEO. Well, if that position is filled, why do they have to teach somebody else to do their job? That's weird. The president won't teach the vice president how to be the president. The vice president won't teach the manager how to be the vice president. The manager won't teach the supervisors how to be the manager. The supervisor won't teach the employee how to be the supervisor. It's almost like you're recruiting your competition in multi-level marketing, which we know. Doug, come on. Virtually no chance of becoming the president or the CEO for the hardworking employees. Yeah, same in multi-level marketing. Your job at the bottom for more than 25 years of your life. No thanks. Looks like a pyramid scheme. No, this looks like actually you telling us what it's like in multi-level marketing. God. If you don't build your dreams, someone will hire you to help build theirs. Think about it. Yeah, Doug, make sure you thank your team for all the money that you're making off of their efforts, because you're forgetting that part. You're forgetting that slide.
Real pyramid scheme. Let's think about this. Often, this goes in volunteer organizations too. The CEO won't teach the president how to become the CEO. The president won't teach the president how to become the president. The vice president won't teach the manager how to become the vice president. The manager won't teach the supervisor how to become the manager, and the supervisor won't teach the employee how to be the supervisor. Why? Because there's one job. There's only one. Folks, this is America, where it's a dog-eat-dog world. Everyone's in competition with each other.
It's no different in MLM, Doug. That's why they push for duplication. This is really starting to get embarrassing. I hope you take this down from Vimeo. But anybody that needs it, that wants to react to it, just let me know. Just hit me up. I'll send it to you so that you can react to it. This is crazy. Now you guys see why I thought this was a parody, right? Y'all have seen that? Wild.
I mean, I was going to ask you to drop your rank in the chat, but I don't think it matters. Actually, if you're IPD or presidential or global, would you just drop that in the chat? I just want to see, for example. Okay, awesome. First of all, congratulations. That's freaking incredible.
Yeah, but what rank is that? Is that like mid-tier ranks and not many people have made that rank? Probably. Oh, wow.
Okay, look at all these people, and I think everybody on this call, most of them are somewhere in my organization. But here, I'm just going to also put something out there. I'm not paid on everybody in this, even though I believe everyone on these calls accessing these are in my organization.
But I'm not in your organization and I had access to this. So that's weird. Also, it's kind of funny.
I'm not paid on you all because our compensation plan, I'll show you guys here in a minute, couldn't hold up. If Doug was paid on everybody, we would become what would be called a pyramid, where one CEO, where nobody could outperform Doug. just
No, I really don't think that's what it is. I think that just like many comp plans from MLMs, you are limited as to how many levels deep you get paid. Again, I would like to remind him multi-level marketing. You're getting paid off of your downline more than you're getting paid off of the sale of a product, which is the definition of a pyramid scheme according to the Federal Trade Commission. So there's that. Interesting.
so you know, there are people on this call that earn the type of income I make, and they're in my business, and I love it. They have wider businesses, they have deeper businesses, they have taller businesses, and I'm sitting there going, keep going.
Yeah, because you get paid off of them, Doug. So of course you're going to encourage it, but that little ego check, if they've passed you in rank, I don't know if he just talked about that. I may have missed that, or if he's getting ready to talk about that. But yeah, that little ego check. Yeah, you're still getting paid off of them.
Keep going. Let's change the world. Because
Oh
when
my
your
God.
ego's in check, see, our comp plan is pure and it's in check. But when your ego's in check, you're cheering on. Now, sometimes it made me hustle. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. 6-7 years ago, when the Tinters reached IPD before me and Tia, I mean, I kind of had to be like, okay, get over yourself, Doug.
Yeah, were your little man feelings hurt? That's so sad. How did you get over it? Oh, probably the money you made off of them. Cool.
Good for them. They came in and did more with it in a shorter amount of time, and awesome. Bless them. Okay.
Is Kevin okay? Because if your feelings are going to be hurt by kazoos in the audience, probably should talk to somebody about that. That's just my opinion. We stay in therapy here. We do. Yep. Maybe Doug should be reminded of Kevin. I think you meant Tinter. Kevin Tinter. Kevin Tinter. Hope you're good. Standing on his balcony telling his downline they can have what he has, but good luck. It's almost like he knows that the majority of his team will never hit his rank. Yeah. Yikes.
Well, there we go. All right. Comparing two different models. I don't like comparing, but let's just talk about it.
They're not two different models though, Doug. They're the same thing. Multi-level marketing, network marketing, Optavia, social retail, the same thing. Yeah.
MLM, traditional MLM network marketing has a strong wholesale buying. You know, you get a discount to become a coach, right? Optavia, there's no wholesale buying. I mean, unless you're going to try to cheat the system and sign up your dog and your cat and order fake fuelings under your kids. But honestly,
that happens in your downline, Doug. That happens.
if anyone wants to play at the big league, clean that stuff up. I mean, seriously, tap into some abundance, you know? Sure, you know, I suppose you could try to save a few bucks here and there, but literally, why don't you just step into the big leagues this year and start operating in abundance and doing things?
He literally just admitted that happens. Clean it up, guys. Come on. We're better than this.
I believe your business will match it too. Sometimes people, here's a funny one. Sometimes people wonder why their business isn't growing, but yet sometimes they're still not pushing the cart back at Target, or they're not ordering fuelings.
I'm sorry, pushing the cart back at Target. By the way, take your carts back. Okay? Just, I know we all do, but like, let's take our carts back. Okay. What does taking your cart back have to do with your MLM business being successful? How does that work, Doug? Is that in the comp plan? How do we measure that? I'm just curious. Are there business analytics around that or something? Is there a study on that? No. Why does he look like he's pooping here? That's what this pause story looks like to me. I'm sorry. That's what I'm seeing. You know?
Like $50 for themselves, and then like their daughter, who's like 6 months, has like a $600 premiere, and it's just like, okay, look, your whole support team sees it too, and it's kind of like, whatever, if that makes you feel good.
And where did they learn that, Doug? Probably from you at some point. You probably told your team to do this at some point, and now you're trying to act like you're high and mighty. And by the way, if you want to be a part of the big leagues, you know, clean that up. I'm sure we can find on the internet a training where you are instructing people to do that, probably on your Vimeo account.
You know, it's just like, come on, people. But you know, people are going to be people, and then they wonder why they don't get their breakthrough. Okay. And 10 people just logged off. Yeah.
Probably because they remember the training that I bet you've done telling people to order under spouses and kids. They probably remember that and they're like, wait, this is a direct contradiction. I remember that. He's probably the type of guy that would try and gaslight them for that too. That never happened. I never said that. And they have the training in front of them like, this you? I don't know.
Woo. Okay.
I hope you
Just
leave
get
his
warmed up. Dang
downline.
it.
Cancel
Okay,
your
good.
orders.
Inventory. We don't have inventory. Wholesale marketers, they have to buy inventory to make rank, and then they sell out of their trunk. You
That
see
makes
people
sense.
coming over to their house. I'm dropping off your mom's makeup. Can you leave it on the doorstep? Can I hustle and do all this from you? It can be a turn off to a lot of people. Other people are into it, whatever. I'm just glad I don't have to touch the stuff. I got to do the fun part, right? Optavia handles all that stuff. No inventory. Inflated product costs, often to make a business.
No inventory. But you just sat here and basically admitted that people front load products under fake customer accounts. So that's cool.
In a plan because they weren't making that product before, so they have to be more than everybody else. Not always, but some. Optavia, first of all, they're
Wait a second. On the left side of this, it says inflated product costs, ? And then it says on the right under Optavia, product prices are in line with other channels. Doug, what does that even mean? Why are you using such weird language? MLMs have inflated product costs to cover the amount that needs to be paid to the team members that have large teams and are actively recruiting. Optavia is a part of, they're a multi-level marketing company. So this is a weird slide.
there's nothing out there that's even close to it because, well, we just are. We got to stay hustling. People are trying to knock us off. Just for the record, a kind bar is not the same. I love, you guys ever get that when a client's like, hey, can I have this kind bar? It looks like the macros are somewhat similar. It's pretty good. No, I don't see it in the guide. Do you? Well, technically these are a couple dollars cheaper. I'm like, yeah, and they're gonna be about 20 pounds heavier too.
No. Kind bars are fantastic snacks if you don't have like food allergies. What? You're telling me if somebody eats a kind bar, you think they're going to gain 20 pounds? Doug, your disordered eating, in my opinion, is showing. That's terrible. Oh my God.
If you eat those,
Eat the kind
but
bar.
I don't know what's in the food, but you just don't be tweaking with it. All right.
Don't be tweaking with it. Sir, what? Mint, thank you so much for this. Mint says he's right if the other companies are other MLMs. Thank you for this. I appreciate
Thank you for your patronage.
Tweaking was a good thing. Product prices are in line, with I believe what people are already spending on food, or actually in some cases save money.
No, because you still have to buy, if you're a family, you still have to buy food and snacks for your family. You still have to buy the things for the 5-in-1, the lean and green meals. You still have to buy all of that. This is not saving people money. This is actually costing them more money. And the crazy part about it is they're paying really expensive prices, something like $400, $500 somewhere in there with shipping and tax. And they're getting a very small amount of calories. So if you're looking at more bang for your buck, shop at the grocery store. Say no to MLMs. Buy real food. Are they expensive? Yeah, but it's you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck as far as calories when it comes to buying from the grocery store versus buying from these individuals. I almost said knuckleheads, but individuals.
MLM marketing, minimum to no personal sales, right? Because people's buying wholesale, not through their coach. They're buying through themselves. Optavia, we have a high frontline volume.
Of ghost accounts? Probably.
Okay. People support a lot of clients and do well by doing that. When sales occur, it's in individual products. We offer programs, systems, and individual products. In network marketing, there's a lot of pitching and closing. We're empathetic, autonomy. We realize we don't want someone to start before they're ready. We don't need to talk someone into becoming a coach.
Doug, you don't wait. You don't try to talk people into becoming a coach. Allison in the chat is probably going to lose her mind. That is a very high pressure situation that they put on people that are customers. We know that. I've seen that. I've seen the screenshots you guys have told me. What? I can't. I cannot. Comparing two different models. Plot twist, they're the same. When sales occur, it's individual products, pitching, closing. Guess what happens in Optavia? The same damn thing. What? What? Thank you, Brandy. This is wild. Empathetic, autonomy, supportive approach. Is the empathy in the room with us now? Because, yeah.
Because if they don't do anything and they don't get on our trainings and they don't follow our systems, they're not going to be successful, nor are we. And it actually really cramps our numbers, because then they're like, oh, coaching didn't work for me. Well, you talked them into coaching, they didn't want to do the work, and then they go become spreading bad news about you and coaching when they really weren't into it in the beginning, which is why the MLM industry is always talking about recruiting, and we don't need to do that. Okay.
Doug, you just said 2 minutes ago, maybe a little longer than 2 minutes ago, that there's a 98% customer percentage of customers in Optavia. I don't know where that statistic came from. And a 2%, 1 to 2% are coaches. And you said, we need more coaches. Hence an emphasis on recruiting. And now you're sitting here saying that you don't emphasize recruiting when we know you do. And you're saying it right now.
Of course, we're always just trying to find a match if the puzzle piece fits. All right.
Oh my God.
MLM network marketing compensation plans. Some comp plans are just simply gimmicks, often used as manipulation. Optavia, we draw from a variety of business models. When our great Dan Bell created this compensation plan, he wrote the thing. He always said, I wrote a lot of comp plans through the years for different companies, but I finally wrote the one I wanted for Optavia because it's a win-win.
Oh my God. A win-win for who? The top in the company? Oh my God. All right. Let's look at this left side. MLM/network marketing compensation plans. Some plans are gimmicks, often use manipulation. Guess what? You guys fall under that, Optavia. Okay. Also, Dan Bell came from Amway. That checks out. Yeah, that checks out. Objective, lead with money. Low success rate. High attrition. Monthly auto ship minimums tied to compensation. Yeah, same thing with Optavia. Drawn from a variety of business models. Win-win. For who? The objective is to lead with health. Well, if health is defined as having a terrible relationship with food, not trusting myself to eat carbs or whatever, no thank you. That's like I said earlier, his definition of health and my definition of health, and I'd venture to say many of you, are two very different things. High retention. Oh yeah? Doug, what is Doug? What is your retention rate on your team? What is the percentage of people that actually, customers, that actually reorder? Asking for my friends. I would love to know. We would love to know. No auto ship requirements to earn bonuses. I'm sure in the comp plan, that auto ship is important for something because they wouldn't have it unless it was important to the comp plan. Yikes.
For the client and the coaches and everybody involved. Often MLMers, the objective is to lead with money. We lead with health. Okay,
Whatever.
cool, which is why probably we only have 1 to 2% of coaches and 99% clients.
How does that work? 1 to 2 and then 99%? That's 101, my guy. What?
But a lot of times that's why people are turned off by MLM, because it's all about the money and we're all about the people. We're all
Guys, in case you didn't know and you happen to be new to my channel, Optavia is a multi-level marketing company. So the irony of him saying they're two different models when they're the same thing is beyond me.
all about the heart. Because if you take care of the heart, you take care of the people, the money will take
What?
care of itself. Low success rate, high success rate, high attrition. A lot of people rolling in and rolling out. Optavia. I don't know how many health coaches we have now that are actively earning, I think 30 or 40,000. But that's pretty bad compared to how long we've been around. All these other companies brag about, we have 500,000 distributors, but nobody's making anything. Nobody's doing anything. We quickly move people to senior coach and beyond and get them winning, right?
By signing up and pressuring their family members. Also, how many? I would love to know at this time of the year, which I think this was from January of this year, how many how many distributors there were in Optavia at the time and how many there currently are. I'm sure somebody knows, but I think that would be very telling. Thank you, Midsize Blondie. I appreciate you. Thank you for all that you do in exposing this. You are absolutely welcome. Thank you for the super
Thank you
chat.
for your patronage.
Often in MLM, monthly auto ship premiums are tied to the compensation, meaning you have to pay to play. Optavia, they don't even require you to purchase every single month, which I'm just going to pick on.
No, that's a thank you for your coach helping you. That's how you guys present that, right?
I'm going to step on some toes here for a minute. If Optavia is paying some of you what they're paying you, I do feel like it is even though it's not required on paper, it's a moral obligation for an abundant coach to be placing a premier under their coach every single month.
I can't believe he just admitted that. Didn't you just say this not that long ago, root into being? Didn't you just say this is what they say? And here we are. It's a moral obligation, says the guy that's in an unethical business model. Now we're going to be moral? Oh my God.
Pay the system that pays you so well.
What?
That's how I like to look at it. Pay back into the system just a little bit. What is paying you so well? You're like, well, I don't eat the food. Well, good for
Doug, that's called an endless chain. That's what that is.
you. Your kids do. Have an open pantry policy like I do. When people come over to my house, it's funny how in Optavia, I've been around people like, hey, Doug, could I trade you a box of food? You can have a box. Oh, no, I would never do that. But I go over.
Yeah, why? Because you have a pantry full of fuelings out of moral obligation for your coach to put money back into the system, which is literally the definition of endless chain. Wow.
Their house and they'll serve me wine, they'll serve me bread, they'll serve me Ritz crackers. Could you imagine me saying, hey, you want to trade a box of Ritz crackers and cheese because I ate some?
Yeah, I would take that. Let's all have some Ritz crackers and cheese. I love that idea.
Some of yours tonight. But why with Optavia fuelings? Or like, don't touch mama's diet food.
Because they're
And then you're
garbage.
and then you're telling the person the next day, our program.
Mama's diet food? Ew.
Not expensive. Well, the
Hey,
way
Karina.
you're treating it with your kids, don't touch mama's brownies. Just order them some brownies.
Do you guys see this lip gloss? I was not prepared for that. This is from Queen Cosmetics. I do have an affiliate code, by the way. This is their new color called Moonstone, and it's like a purple, but I tried to put it, fun little fact, I put it over black lipstick the other day and it turned it green. So, yeah. But anyways, if you would like to grab one of their lip glosses, you can use my code. I do make a small commission off of it. It is an affiliate code, and you can use it's Aaron B's, all caps, if you would like to. QueenCosmetics.store. I'm a fan. Anyways, let's get back to Doug.
Am I okay to be saying this? Am I okay? Am I okay? Okay. I mean, it's funny how people say there's something in you that still does think our program is expensive. If you
It
think
is
it's
expensive.
why don't you just sign up more clients?
Oh, this. I have to screen grab this. That has to happen. Sorry. I'm gonna put this in the thumbnail. Yeah. Hold on, I have to do something real quick. Okay. Yep, that's happening. All right, let's keep going. Oh my god.
It's always an option. Well, last time.
The beginning of 2023 was 60,900 distributors. Currently, they are at 47,100. That is a lot of distributors lost. And I hope there are more getting out and not joining other MLM companies.
I checked, Optavia pays you
Wow.
31% of all orders over 6,000. So what's stopping you from running 12 and 15 and 20 and 30,000 in FLQV? Limiting beliefs.
What?
I saw this one a while back. This is why we're different. This is from a guy I follow. I've actually been to his
That's
conference.
Eric
I just want
Worre.
to see what it's all
about. That's got to be an older thing. Oh, this is an ad. Network Marketing Pro, Eric Worre. I don't know when this is from. Oh my God. This is great.
about. Eric Worre, Network Marketing Pro. He's got a lot of good knowledge. I'm not hacking him and missing him, like picking on him for him being a bad guy, because he's got a lot of knowledge about the industry. But he did this ad a while back, and it says, grow your team, recruit 20 people in 30 days. First of all, shoot me dead if I ever sponsored 20 coaches in 1 month. I couldn't. The most I've ever sponsored, I think, was 5 one time. Maybe it was 4. Imagine you could profit with 20 more recruits.
Yikes.
Imagine how your life may be different with twice the productivity. Imagine having a life you've always dreamed of. Buy this. Hook. Oh, here's a good one. Hook your cold market. Those are some real autonomy, sexy words, right? Hook your cold market.
Autonomy, sexy words. Doug, what are you talking about? That's another screen grab. Are you okay?
Just for the record, don't be that guy that's sponsoring like that. Hey, I love when I don't love, but I chuckle when a coach calls me and says, hey, I think I got one. I'm like, you went fishing? You went hunting? You got a buck? No, I got me a coach. I'm like, whoa, dude, your energy, commission breath, bro. Ooh, stinky. You mean you gave one? What do you mean? You gave someone an opportunity to create their own life. Is that what you mean? Because this person's not doing anything for you, bro. Settle down with the commission breath.
Hold on. This person is not doing anything for you. Slow down with the commission breath. So which is it? Is signing up a coach in Optavia not, you don't financially benefit as their upline, or is it commission breath? You know what I'm saying? Wow. The contradictions in this video is unreal from him. Like,
We don't get people. We don't hook them. We don't close them.
yes, you do.
We don't check off our map because we got another one. Yeah, and it does take time, Jennifer, to change that verbiage. Remember, we're giving life. We have a gift and we're giving it away. Okay?
It's not a gift.
2 strategies. Okay, you have your choice to be client focused or client and health.
If this isn't a pitch to recruit, I don't know what is. He's basically saying in this graphic, sure, you could have a standalone business, and if it was client focused, you'd make a little bit of commission. But if you really want to optimize, how to make money. You want to recruit too. That's what the green circle is, client and health coach focused. And he's titled it an expansion model. But tell us again how you guys don't push to recruit, Doug. Explain that to me again. Because how are you replacing, 20,000, 30,000, whatever that number is, of coaches that have left this year? Many probably are from your downline. So, yikes.
Coach focused, work towards the expansion model. It's totally up to you. If you're brand new, I do suggest starting 5 to 10 clients quickly as possible. It's totally doable, especially this month and the next few days. And then you definitely start looking towards health coaches. But I do know a lot of people building their client base so big, they've gotten so comfortable and they love the income of the new clients, but they're not building correctly and they're not leveraging their time.
Doug, just say they're not recruiting, because that would make more sense at this point. Listen, they have a lot of clients. They're comfortable. They're making 20% commission on their customer orders or whatever, but they're not leveraging, which is a term they use for recruiting. Unbelievable.
So let's look at a restaurant versus a restaurant chain. Do you want to own
Another
a restaurant
fallacy.
or do you want to own a restaurant chain? Well, when your client,
What is this graph? What is this? There are no numbers on this graph. What are we measuring? What does this mean? What are the arrows? Does that represent Optavia currently? They're going down, kind of like the thumbnail that I put on here. Is that what that is? Oh my God.
client focused only, there's going to be a financial plateau. Not that it's bad, because someone can come in and ramp up income really quick. But when you're client and coach focused, it may.
Hold on a second. This graph too? Client and coach focus? Oh my God. You can only make 15% commission if you only have clients. In order to make more money per their comp plan, you have to recruit other coaches. Oh, thank you for clearing that up. It's very similar to other multi-level marketing companies. This is wild. Why is the image distorted? DC, I don't know.
They take over time, you're building something that, yes, it does create a lot of residual income. I mean, just look at the client support income.
What is this? I need to see this closer. Is that a bucket? I've seen this bucket graphic before. I think it was on the one where he talked about 99% of his income being from his downline, allegedly. Client support income summary. I think this is what you were talking about, Mid-Size Blondie. Includes client support commission, certification bonus, client support bonus. And then you have HC or HP, health coach or health, I don't know what that is. Certified health coach, or what is HP? Show me the numbers. Exactly. I feel special, by the way. No less than 4 MLM adverts landed on my YouTube feed last week. One more hilarious than the rest, trying to let me know I'm doing it wrong if I'm running my own biz. Oh my God, that's funny. They took away the certification bonus. Okay, so, and this I think was from January, so probably since then they've taken that away. This is so fascinating. So 15%. So this is the commission that you earn, and he's circling the 31%, which I am sure you have to have a team in order to get that. Interesting.
Summary. Okay, depending on where your volume is, you can go between 15 and, if you're certified, all the way up to 31%. And I just decided a few years ago, well, many years ago, T and I were always limping into the end of the month. We decided a long time ago, it's like, why, just because Dan Bell or Optavia says $6,000 is the minimum, why every month do we come in at 6,010 and 6,100 and we hate the end of the month because it's always for that one more? Like, why don't we just change our standards and say,
like every other MLM, right, Doug?
10,000 in FLQV is our new baseline. Like,
oh, it is. And have you done that this year? Has your personal volume been 10,000, Doug? Or did this just sound good at the time? Just curious.
Optavia operates on 6,000 in our mind.
I take back what I said. You make 28% if you have over 6,000 in client orders monthly, but that's all they make. You make much more when your coaches have clients and you get bonuses off of that. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Crazy. Also, what is HP? Does anybody know what that is?
10,000 is non-negotiable. We don't quit the month until we end at 10,000. And that helped us ramp up our client base and our coaching because we don't operate by the world standards or Optavia standards. We operate by our own standards because leaders set their own expectations. They don't have other people set their expectations for them. But again, that's an inside job. Okay. Yeah, very doable. That's exactly right, Deb. Okay. So,
oh my God. Who made these? There is no information. There is no data points. What's up, Morgan? This is just showing a fast start bonus off of frontline income, in my opinion, and then the benefits of recruiting. Just like we see in every other MLM. Wild.
with coaching, look at the frontline volume income. You can ramp up your income pretty quick. Okay. Just do, 31% of whatever volume, and you can do the math on that. But it's going to cost you your time. It's going to, and I have seen people get exhausted over time with supporting so many clients without starting enough coaches. When you're starting enough coaches and you're ramping up and supporting clients, you're going to feel like what I would call the messy season. Stay in it for 3 to 6, 8 months when you're building.
3 to 6, 8 months. What is that? How do we measure that? 3 to 6. Well, that's not really enough time for people to, stick with it. So I'm going to say 8 months. But I thought that you didn't have a high attrition rate in Optavia. So I'm confused, Doug, because we know that you do.
Building teams of coaches, you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of work. It is, but the work you do today, you're going to get massively paid on tomorrow because you are weaning that person to become independent of you. Okay.
Oh my God, stop.
And of course, here's the generation bonus.
Oh yeah. Generation bonus is off of recruiting and having a team. So this shows you as part of the comp plan that it's just like every other multi-level marketing company. And the reason that Doug mentioned, some of you are 12 levels deep a little while ago. I don't even get paid on you. Look at how good of a leader I am, is essentially what he was trying to say, in my opinion, is because they only pay 6 levels deep. So, yeah, that's interesting. Also, this is a very important point. Yeah, it costs time because you're doing 3-way calls all the time, trying to get new coaches launched, and they never do anything with the business. Only 1 out of 5 coaches ever get a client or 2. And remember at the beginning of this, or earlier, I should say, when he was talking about the example of getting 6 customers, 6 clients, and how it was I think it was like over $400, almost $500. 1 in 5 coaches ever get a client or 2, but get 6 because it's so easy. Come on, Doug.
So as an IPD, I get paid 6% of my executive director levels in depth. Okay. So I tap out at 1%, 1.5% of some of these businesses. Some of you on the line right here are 12th generation deep to me, maybe even 15.
Oh, this is where he said it.
I don't get paid a dime, but I don't need to because I'm not doing very much work for you. And you're like, well, you're doing work for me right now. Yes.
Oh my God.
But I'm a nice guy.
Oh my God.
And I believe if you operate in abundance and you give more away for free, and also for me, it's not about the money, it's about the impact. And right now I want to see Optavia grow and I want more lives impacted than I do care about money. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful, and I'm fine.
But you made it a point to mention that you don't get paid if they're more than 6 levels deep. So the money does matter though, right, Doug? Especially because I know that paycheck is dropping. I know it is.
Don't worry about me. Okay. because I've maximized this compensation. Now, in other lines of business, some of you are one,
Oh
two,
my
or three
God.
deep. Great. But that's why anyone who starts today and orders their health coach kit today with you can earn what you're making or out earn you within, who knows? It's up to them. It's what they do with it. Everybody gets the same opportunity because we all get opportunities to earn 6 levels deep of EDs. So the compensation plan, Optavia slide.
Ah, yes, and it shows. He's notorious for throwing his presentations together the night before and taking slides from other coaches' trainings / presentations. I wonder if he gives these coaches credit for the work that they've done. No, he probably just takes it, presents it as his own, like a lot of MLM leaders do. Leaders, in my opinion.
It's 42% of their total revenue to the coaches, and it's split up between 6-8 generations. They're paying that commission out regardless. It just goes to different people every single month. They have put in their budget, 42% of a fueling's pricing goes to paying out all the coaches because they're not paying advertising. So when someone starts today,
And that's why the fuelings are so overpriced, because they wrap that in so that they can pay the people that have teams within Optavia. You just explained the pricing aspect of multi-level marketing while trying to present the fact that Optavia is different, and it's not.
have the exact same earning power that I do or anyone else. I've just been doing it longer. But a lot of people have done what I've done. I say a lot. Some have done what I've done in a shorter amount of time. It's a beautiful thing.
Because you get paid off of it, Doug.
I'm losing some
Be
people. I'm
real.
getting into numbers, and I see people like, oh boy, I'm out. It's all right. So is this an MLM, network marketing company?
Yes. Yes, it is. Next slide.
Or I don't want to be involved in an MLM when you hear this? Well, first of all, are we an MLM? When people want to know this, always answer a question with a question. Okay? Never answer the question, because usually what they're asking, they don't even know what they're asking.
What? Doug. Always answer a question with a question? Is that because the answer to said question is yes? And instead of saying, yes, it's a multi-level marketing company, and being proud of that, if you're really proud of that, I don't know why you would be, but some people are, you just avoid the question? That is so weird. Just answer the question. Yes, it's a multi-level marketing company. Yes, it's network marketing.
They heard it off TV. They heard it off from somebody. So always answer a question with a question. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to read something
Off of TV? What?
on my screen for a minute that I wanted to go up and find. Here it is.
Some other leader's slide that I
So
can
we
use.
answer a question with a question. Let me
Wild.
I had something written down. I want to go over here. Let's talk, dude. Oh, okay. So you want to understand as a coach what place they're asking from. First of all, is it a misconception of the word, which is why I'll tell you what to say next. But they truly are like, is this an MLM?
This is just him trying to rule out if it's a hater asking the question. I bet you anything.
Well, our next question would be like, do you mind telling me what you're calling an MLM, or what is an MLM?
Multi-level marketing.
The next person could be, again, asking just from a lack of understanding. Like, it's just a buzzword. Like, is this network marketing? Because sometimes we can be like, no. And they're like, whoa.
A buzzword, you say, that was created by people in multi-level marketing so that they're not associated with multi-level marketing and people think it's different. That's deception.
Oh, I just wanted to know. I don't even know what it is. Okay. Or is the person asking from I would say a passive aggressive place, trying to prove something wrong? So
How funny is it that he's saying people that are questioning if it's an MLM are coming from a passive aggressive place? and they're trying to prove something when more than likely that Optavia coach probably messaged that person first.
Think of what context they're asking the question from. Okay. Is that helpful? Like, don't
No.
be so defensive. Now, there's a few answers.
Funny, because I have seen some of your posts and stories and how defensive you are pretty consistently, Doug. So, is this a do as I say, not as I do training? Is that what this is? I don't know. This part of it, I guess.
That you could come up with. I'm just going to tell you what they are. Answer a question with a question. I'm not really sure what you mean. Can you define MLM or network marketing? If they say pyramid scheme, I'll just tell you straight. Whoop, I didn't write it down. If they say pyramid scheme, oh, I have it in here. I would chuckle, and I'll tell you what I say next. But
You just said pyramid scheme in this quote unquote training.
I'm not really sure what you mean. Can you define exactly what you're asking?
Yeah, a pyramid scheme where you make more money off of recruiting than you do on the selling of the product. That's pretty easy to understand.
And just kind of, I'm not saying you play stupid, but because you're not playing stupid, you don't know what context they're asking from.
Oh my God.
The next question I would be like, well, I'm not really sure, because here's my mindset. It's like, well, while you all figure out if we're MLM, I'm out changing the world. Okay. I might have just asked, like, well, tell me real quick, what do you know?
Immediate block. Immediate block. If somebody comes into your inbox and is talking like what he's telling his people to do here, and you ask a question, hey, is this MLM or is this network marketing or is this social retail or whatever? And they're like, well, how do you define multi-level marketing? How do you define network marketing? What do you know about it? Or they do what Eric Worre does and says, oh, sounds like you have a story here. I'd love to hear it. Come on. Immediate block. Immediate. They're just trying to recruit you.
Know about MLM? Yeah, define. Oh, really? Well, what do you know about it? Huh.
Funny also how he's telling his people that are trying to recruit somebody to define MLM when the person that they're trying to recruit is not a part of it. Why wouldn't the person that's in the MLM be able to define that and provide that to the person they're trying to recruit? You know what I'm saying? That's so weird.
Well, I don't know what MLM is exactly either, but let me tell you what we are.
An MLM.
Okay. Let's get into this.
Let's get into it.
Answer to the MLM network marketing company. Answer A, we provide a professional coaching service to our clients. I like to say we help people win and I provide professional coaching to them. So yeah, I'm paid for it.
Doug, define professional coaching. Would love to hear your definition of that.
Answer B, when someone says this one of them pyramid schemes, I pause, I kind of look at them, and I've had them ask me this too. If it's through the phone, I'm kind of like, what? One of them pyramids, and I literally chuckle. Is that what you think this is? Where in the world did you get that idea? Like, would you really think, John, we've known each other 20 years. Would you really think I'd be part of a scheme? Can I just stop and actually ask you as a friend?
As a friend. Oh, that's so yucky. Oh my God, this Brandy. What's your story? So was it MLM or was it XYZ? If I could show you how to blank, would you want to hear more? That is a script from Eric Worre. Oh my God. Professional coaching is buying a $199 coach kit that has a bunch of papers in it, an Optavia water bottle, and some stickers. You have got to be kidding me.
Network marketing is network marketing.
Indeed it is, Ben. Thank you for that reminder. Good Lord.
Do you really think I would be part of scheming people?
Yes.
Watch them backpedal so freaking fast? Well, no, no. I'm like, well, then why would you? Seriously, just before we even get into that, could I ask why you would even think that of me?
Because you're in Optavia. If I could zoom on this right now, I would have. I would have zoomed in on my face right there because you're in Optavia.
Hold their freaking feet to the fire. Almost said something else. Because that's how I feel about it. Like, dude, are we not on that level? And if the person's approaching you from, are you an MLM? I don't know, man. I'm just changing the word. You can tell, don't get into a debate with someone who's committed to misunderstanding you.
What? That sounds to me like don't ask or don't answer specific questions because it could lead you down them finding anti-MLM content. I feel like that's really what it's about. Or any other anti-MLM content. Yeah. That's wild.
Okay? Because then when people walk by and they see two people arguing, you're both idiots. Okay, so just let them be an ass and just, I don't know, man. I'm just loving people. While the world tries to figure me out, here's what I know.
Here's what I know. From your own words, Doug. The majority of your money that you make is off of your team. You make a small commission off of your customers, but the majority of your income is made off of having a team. And according to the FTC, that is the definition of a pyramid scheme when there is major emphasis on recruiting, which we've seen you kind of go back and forth, on this call alone.
My wife and I have lost a lot of weight recently. We're having more fulfillment, and our marriage is better than it's been in a long time.
I have a hard time believing any marriage would be better if you are that hungry.
Plugged into a community that just encourages me, helping people win. I get text messages every couple of days saying, thank you. Dude, I don't know what I'm a part of. All I know is, man, I've never been fulfilled my entire life.
I love how he changed his tone. I feel like that's intentional. He changed his tone to appear softer. And I don't know. I just find that really interesting.
No, well, is it? But you got to know. Tell me. I'm like, I don't know, dude.
You don't know if you're in an MLM.
We could talk about maybe I can get.
You don't know if you're in a multi-level marketing company, Doug. You have no idea. Wasn't this training called Is Optavia an MLM or not? Or something like that? You can't tell me for 1 second that you don't realize this is a multi-level marketing company. And since it is, if somebody asks that question and you are in the people business, just tell them, yes, it's a multi-level marketing company. And let people come to terms with it how they want to come to terms with it. Let them educate themselves. The only reason I feel like people like him and his team or any multi-level marketing company distributor they don't like answering that question is because they're trying to control the narrative. That's why they have terms, I feel like, that, network marketing, social retail, social selling. A lot of them are using affiliate marketing incorrectly. Affiliate marketing doesn't have a comp plan where you get paid off of, 6 levels deep or whatever. It's just them trying to control the narrative. Because if somebody is like, oh, is, this company an MLM, they can easily go to Google and find that information. In fact, if you have somebody and you can identify the name of the company, a lot of them don't use that. You can go to Google and type in insert the name of the company, an MLM. Chances are you'll find the answer, whether it takes you to YouTube or, different resources, you'll be able to figure that out. The whole reason that they do that is to prevent people from researching themselves. They want to control the information, which is, mentioned with the BITE model.
My business coach on the line, we could explore. Why, are you interested? No, not for me. See, you were getting ready to get into a debate with somebody who has a fixed, closed
Night, Sam.
mindset.
Did he glitch? Are you good?
I was reading Amber's comment.
Oh, okay.
I thought she said, haven't offered me at all. I'm like, what?
I mean, I zoned out like that earlier today after the gym because I didn't eat enough prior to going to the gym. And I thought I did, but I did not. And I was really hungry. So maybe I thought that's what was happening. Maybe he needed a snack or something. Hey, Tish.
I'm glad I haven't offended you. Dang it, I need to try harder. But actually, I couldn't because, Amber, you're unoffendable.
Oh my God, stop.
Here's what you could say. We compensate our coaches through a multi-tiered compensation plan. Similar to like Keller Williams, real estate.
What? No, it's not similar to real estate. What?
Things like that. But no, we're not like a traditional MLM or network marketing company.
Yes, you are. You're exactly the same.
I don't want to be involved in MLM. Hey, I totally agree with you. I wouldn't want to be involved in network marketing MLM either. I don't say this personally, but I wanted to give you guys some material.
Yeah, you don't say that because it's not true. What in the gaslighting is happening here? This is a script that you want your team to follow? That's embarrassing.
Because I think this is a conversation. Don't have a canned response. Now, if you need more information, you could also say we provide health coaching service for our clients and help them learn their habits of health and create better health. And you could add, we compensate our coaches through a multi-tiered compensation plan similar to Keller Williams agents.
Did he wait? We compensate our coaches through a multi-tiered, multi-level compensation structure. Oh my God. Standing at the point and missing it. It's practically slapping him in the face and he's missing it.
Now,
Keller Williams is a real estate agency. Is that how you say that? A real estate company, if you will.
here's mine. Let's just say it is an MLM.
It is.
Okay. Because I've had people that are like, Doug, I really want to be a coach, but I just not sure if I want to be involved in something because my great uncle 22 years ago told me never get involved. And then I
Why are you talking like that? Is that supposed to be an uncle, you know? I don't.
usually ask, well, tell me about your great uncle. He sounds like an extremely successful guy. Tell me, what did he do? What kind of dreams did he chase? Tell me about all his accolades. Tick tock, tick tock, tick.
Oh, you are so rude. The fact that he's like, oh, your uncle did it 22 years ago. Tell me about his accolades. When 99.7% of people in multi-level marketing lose money or don't make any at all, and you're trying to use it to flip somebody to recruit them? Doug, are you for real right now?
Tick tock, right? Well, my uncle didn't really do much, but he had a lot of opinions, is what the answer you usually get. Answer questions with a question. Are you guys hearing me? Answer questions with a question.
Are you hearing you?
Never. The question being asked is never the question. This is good coaching.
Oh my God. The question being asked is never the question. Then why did they ask it? And then his own ego stroking. This is good coaching. No, it's not, Doug. It's embarrassing. You have contradicted yourself so much. You look like a total jerk in that statement about the uncle, in my opinion. No, this is not good coaching.
Stuff. Oh, I hope you're getting this. I'm going to be over time today, guys. This is juicy. Okay. I'm almost done though. Start thinking of any questions you have. I'm going to try to stay on and answer them. We'll have to put them in the chat, but don't put them in there yet. I'll miss them. So let's just say, Jill, Kelly, I see you in my screen. Kelly, I know you want to become a coach. I know the program has changed your life so far. Gosh, you and your husband are down 20 pounds, looking amazing. I know this is different for you, but let's just say, Kelly, what if this was the answer to all your prayers? What if it did solve all your problems? Some of them you told me about. Things have been tight lately financially. Just for the record, it's 100% legal.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at it being 100% legal? If you have to say that, that makes me think immediately it's sketchy. Also, your stock, Medifast, not yours, Medifast stock is not doing well. Not at all. So, weird flex.
I mean, for crying out loud, Kelly, we're on the New York Stock Exchange. We're a publicly traded company. We can't get more above board than that, I don't think, right?
Oh my
What
God.
if this empowered you?
Medifast is, not Optavia. The rebrand to Optavia is the coaching arm, if you will.
You and your family to start thriving again, helped you thrive like never before, gave you purpose and financial increase. Would you want to do it? I mean, friends, what's the worst thing that could happen? And I think those right there are some really strong accolades. Last year, we were number 2 of Forbes fastest growing public companies in the.
Did you pay to be a part of that? Did Optavia pay to be a part of that? I'm asking. Also, we all have some questions about that article.
World. Is that what it was? Number 2. I think the year before we may have been number 1. Fastest growing. We're on the New York Stock Exchange. Look us up. Do you really think I'm a
Look up Medifast. Yeah.
part of something shady? If that's what you think, that's fine. God bless you.
You
We'll
are.
always be friends.
No, Doug, you and I are not going to be friends. And I absolutely think you are a part of something shady. So I do hope that you get out. I hope that you stop hurting people. I hope that people can recover from the damage, in my opinion, to their metabolism and their relationship with food if they've been a part of Optavia. I hope that they can recover from that. I hope they work with actual professionals. And I hope they get away from Optavia as a whole and other MLMs. I hope they don't jump into other MLMs trying to find the holy grail of products to help them with rapid weight loss. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. It's dangerous. So no, Doug, we're not going to be friends. I'm sorry to break that to you.
I'm going to go back over here to Changing Lives because there are a lot of people who need me. That's why I post every single day on Facebook. That's why I'm on my Instagram story. That's why I followed it up with you 32 times, because I believe this program would change your life. And I also believe coaching.
32 times? Block them if they are following up with you. Somebody sent me a message. I don't remember who it was on Instagram. And they sent me a year's worth of a distributor and a company following up with them on their half birthday and then their actual birthday. Happy half birthday, da 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 da. And then there were no responses, and they just kept going and going and going. And it's like, that's not follow up. That's pestering somebody. That's borderline harassment. Leave people alone.
Would change your life. Would you be open to explore it? Could I send you a video, a 45-minute recorded video of some people sharing their stories and how it's blessed their life so you could better understand a little bit about what we're doing to see if it may or may not be a fit? Kelly, I'm not attached either way. You got to understand, this program has rocked my and Tia's world.
Again, with the softer voice, trying to appear, in my opinion, less aggressive, if you will. I don't know if that's how I want to describe this. I don't feel like he's aggressive, but like he's trying to be a little bit smaller, a little bit softer. It's so manipulative. I cannot.
We are very passionate about helping people win. We're very passionate about helping ourselves. All I know is for the last 12 years, I've been stuck in a dead-end furniture store. I'm not thriving. I feel like I'm setting the same goals every single year, and I'm not getting any closer. I've got to try something new. Maybe this.
Oh, the whisper of desperation. Ooh, this is so like slimy.
Maybe this isn't, but at the pace I'm going with my life, I'm not going to be married much longer anyway, let alone have any money.
Optavia is not going to save a marriage. An MLM is not going to save a marriage. That is disgusting. Non-threatening. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. I appreciate you, Ashley.
Money in my bank account. I've got to take a leap of faith. Folks, it comes down to confidence. You know what the program has done for you. You know what.
Is confidence in the room with us now, Doug? I'm not really seeing it from you, in my opinion.
You're a part of. Don't talk anybody into doing anything. Let them come at their pace. Your confidence will be more attractive than you chasing them to become a coach. Play hard to get. Some of you ladies need to go back to high school and play tough, right? You made us boys. Chase.
What?
What?
Bombastic side eye.
That's terrible. What? Doug, you are so out of pocket. It is unbelievable.
If people chase you, I don't need you. I'm going IPD with or without you. That's what you're saying in your head, not to them. Okay. But when you appear, hey, I'm getting the world healthy with or without you. We're just going to do it quicker with you.
Oh my God.
All right. I'm going to close the recording right there.
Thank
I'm going
God.
to leave the stream going, but I am going to close the recording and say, God bless you all. I'm going to take a couple questions in the chat. We'll see you back.
Bye-bye. Good Lord. That was terrible. Now do you guys understand why I said when I was previewing this, I couldn't tell if it was a parody or if he was serious? I think now that we've watched this together, I feel like he was serious, but the whole time I was previewing it, my jaw like hit the floor. It was insane. Oh yeah. So I hope y'all are good. That was a wild ride. And yeah, don't join an MLM, guys. Optavia absolutely is a multi-level marketing company. Yeah. Unbelievable. Two sisters and some yarn says, who else needs a shower? He's too slimy to be a parody. I get it. Let's call him Dragon Dougie. Unreal. Anyways, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I know this was kind of a long one, but I wanted to talk about it. Again, thank you to the person that sent this to me. I appreciate you so much. Keep them coming. Keep them coming, because I have a feeling this time next year, Doug's probably not going to be in Optavia. I think Optavia hopefully won't be a thing because they can't get distributors to sign up. That's my hope. That's my prediction. So we shall see if that happens. And yeah. If you have not already liked the stream, if you would do that, that would be amazing. One of the best ways that you can support my channel and help it grow is by liking the videos. You can interact if you feel comfortable. Thank you for all the commentary from the live chat and also from the replay crew. And make sure you're subscribed. That helps me to get the word out that Optavia absolutely is an MLM, and what he is doing is trying to recruit people, even though he's trying to say that they don't recruit everybody, but they actually do. And yeah, it's wild. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to go make biscuits and gravy casserole. So you can drop, what you have eaten, your last meal, if you will. And if you want the recipe for biscuits and gravy casserole, I'm going to put it in my Instagram stories like I always do. And yeah, you guys are amazing. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.